There's a new psychological thriller out right now based upon a book called The Housemaid. It stars Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. I checked it out yesterday, so this is going to be my full spoiler-free review. Let's get into it. So the film involves this picture-perfect family that is looking for a housemaid to just come into the house and, do some chores, do some cooking, and everything will be just fine. It is a live-in position. Sydney Sweeney's character is in a rough spot in life. She's looking for a job, so she thinks that this is a perfect opportunity to help solve her problems because she needs a place to live and she needs to make some money. However, upon accepting the job, she realizes that not everything is as it seems and that there are a lot of twists and turns in this life. As someone who has never read the book, I didn't really see some of the twists coming, but a little bit of it was kind of predictable, I guess. When looking at the performances of our main three characters that we have in this film, I think Amanda Seyfried absolutely knocked it out of the park. I think that she did a great job and she really deserved better. I also think that Brandon Skellner did a good job with what he was given. He's not great, he's not bad, he's just kind of there in the middle. And I mean, Sydney Sweeney, she was just absolutely bad in this. I don't know if she even likes acting. It was so stale. It wasn't there. It was not up to par with some of her other performances, which also haven't been great, but this one was pretty bad. I think as a whole, it was a pretty interesting story. I think from a psychological thriller standpoint, there are definitely better, but there are also definitely worse. I also think that the film went on for way too long. I think that they could have cut out at least like 30 minutes of this thing to make it less than 2 hours, because I don't think that this needed a 2-hour long story. I think that if The Housemaid went direct to streaming, like a Prime Video or a Netflix, I think it could have done a little bit better, but I think as a theater release that this isn't really worth going to check out. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I don't really recommend that you go to a theater to watch it, but maybe check it out once it hits streaming if you're into psychological thrillers. I'm curious to know, have you ever checked out the book on The Housemaid? If so, how accurate was the film to the book? I post film and TV show news, reviews, rankings, physical media hauls every single day on all my socials, TikTok, Letterboxd, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find everything in my bio. So if you enjoyed this, be sure to hit that follow button and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.